You guys know what time it is. It's another post gym workout roadside food review. This time we're going to be heading to Subway. I wanted to review their 3 new hot spicy sandwiches: the spicy nacho chicken, the spicy nacho steak, and the fiery meatball. All 3 are supposed to be on a new ghost pepper bread. And the last time when my son went down, they were out of it. So hopefully they have the ghost pepper bread. I'm just a few minutes away. We're about to find out. If they have the bread, we're getting the sandwiches. I will not probably be doing it roadside because Ethan's hungry and he wants some. And so I'm going to be taking it back to the Lair, aka the IRL Podcast Studio. And I will be doing the review there in my gamer chair at the table. So fingers crossed, we got the ghost pepper bread, and we can actually do this review. So, be right back. All right, so I'm back. I did get all 3 sandwiches from Subway. The last time I tried to do this, my son actually went down there too, and his attempt was a no-go because they ran out of the ghost pepper bread. It's like, wait, man, how do you push a promotional item and then run out of it? Subway, trying to create a false demand. Anyway, so I got the goods. We didn't get skunked, so I'm actually on my way back to the Lair, aka the IRL Podcast Studio, aka my little man cave like game room, and we're gonna go through these and see how fucking hot they are. What do you got, Subway? Bring it, Subway. Okay, we are back on the Lair. And I went ahead and preemptively unwrapped all 3 of the sandwiches just to save on time. So all 3 of these sandwiches are on the ghost pepper bread. So the first one I want to go through is their spicy meatball. It's got like pepperoni and some like spicy sauce in there. It's creamy sriracha, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and meatballs, and kind of like a meatball spicy marinara. So it's got the ghost pepper bread. It's got some jalapenos and cheese on it. Every jalapeno that fell off the bread, the guy just stuffed inside the sandwich. So there's also a bunch of jalapenos inside as well. I didn't do any modifications, so the sandwiches are as they're supposed to make them on the reader board. So here we go, meatball marinara. I'm not a huge meatball marinara fan, so I have my biases. So here we go. I didn't even get a bite of meatball yet. A lot of sauce in there. So my first response and reaction is the creamy sriracha. It's an odd pairing with marinara sauce, I think. You have an Asian-based hot pepper sauce, with an Italian with pepperoni and meatballs. It's not a bad sandwich. It's good. It just looks like there's a bunch of weird orange powdery stuff stuck to the bread with just enough cheese to make the jalapeno stick. Um, I guess that's supposed to be ghost pepper powder, but I mean, I'm not getting any heat or anything out of that. It's lackluster at best. I mean, it just seems kind of gimmicky. It's not this right now. The pickled jalapeno and the sriracha is the hottest part of the meatball sandwich. So that right there, not super impressed with the meatball marinara right out of the gate. And again, the heat level. I like spicy stuff, so when new hot spicy stuff comes out, I get excited. And then when I eat bread like that, then I get a little bit disappointed. So we're gonna move on to the next sandwich. So next on the list, we're gonna do the spicy nacho chicken. Spicy nacho chicken. It looks like a gloppy mess in there, man. There is chicken in there somewhere, and they have these crunchy things. They're called sub crunch. Little looks like little pieces of it won't focus on there. Anyway, it's like little pieces of like Frito chips. I guess maybe to simulate or mimic the fact that you're eating nachos. So this has onions, peppers, jalapenos, creamy sriracha again, and spicy nacho cheese. It's literally falling apart. So messy. So here we go. And again, on the ghost pepper bread. Well, I like the little sub crunch chips are good, although I feel like mine are a little stale. The one I ate just without the sandwich seemed a little stale. Again, it's the creamy sriracha sauce just seems like a weird pairing for you know uh nachos is like a Latin American thing, and then the other sandwich was Italian. I don't know. I understand you're just trying to add heat. Um, the nacho cheese, the creamy nacho cheese sauce is actually pretty good. It's nice and savory, cheesy. It's got a little bit of a kick too. But again, man, I'm not getting anything out of the bread. I mean, there's a bunch of the herbs from the bread, but nothing. It doesn't even taste like anything. It's like orangey red, crunchy, nothing. That's so disappointing, man. You put all this hype into your ghost pepper bread, and I swear to God, a 3-year-old could eat this and he would just think it's regular bread. Nothing spicy about it at all. It's a good tasting sandwich. It's actually very tasty. I just don't. Again, man, I feel like I need to grab my habanero Tabasco here and just go to town. I'm not getting sweaty under my hat. I'm not. Nothing. It's a little. The heat is underwhelming. The flavor is great. It tastes very good. But the bread just seems like all hype. So moving on. This bread, the jalapeno is actually stuck to the bread on this one. They must have put a little bit more cheese on there. And again, all that ghost pepper powder stuff, doesn't do anything. It's not doing anything. Jiminy Christmas again. Gloppy nightmare. Just there is meat in there somewhere down in there underneath all the jalapenos and onions and peppers and shit. So here we go. This is the steak, spicy nacho steak. Man, I like Subway, man. I like sub sandwiches. Again, this is a good tasting sandwich. It's good. I mean, if jalapenos and sriracha are kind of your limit, I could see how you'd be like, oh, yeah, it's going to put my mouth on fire. But I don't know. For somebody that just likes to eat spicy food on the regular, to me, this is just like a steak sandwich with nacho cheese on it and some jalapenos. There's nothing ghost peppery about these sandwiches at all. Again, the bread is just, I think, all hype and all gimmick. You guys might as well just get regular bread. So, a little bit disappointed that I went out of my way to wait till they had bread made to get this brand new ghost pepper bread and have it basically be just orange, flavorless, crunchy seasoning substance of some kind. I don't even know what you would call it. It's certainly not pepper flake. With pepper flake, you know pepper flake, when you taste pepper flake, you know what pepper flake tastes like. You know what it is. That is like, I don't even know what. I'm not even really sure I want to know. I might not ever want to try to eat this again if I find out. You never know. Corporate America, man. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, sandwiches were good though. As always, their rotisserie chicken, very savory, very flavorful. The steak is always good. The meatballs seem almost like the same frozen meatballs you would get at Costco. They just throw it in marinara sauce and throw it in a sandwich. So the meatballs are meh. So I would rate the meatball sandwich for overall spiciness and flavor. I'd give it a C plus. The spicy nacho chicken, I would literally rate it a B because I think the flavors all really work really well together, including this creamy sriracha sauce. However, the steak, it's literally the same sandwich. Just they changed the proteins. Everything's exactly the same. Same peppers, same onions, same jalapenos, same sauce. It's the same. So, unfortunately, good sandwiches, but not very spicy if you're a spicy person. If you're not a spicy person, it will seem spicy. But the bread, if they don't have the bread and you want to get the sandwiches anyway, you're really not missing out. The bread literally has zero spice. There's zero spice or flavor in any of the little specks and stuff on the outside. It's just presentation and decoration, I guess, ma'am. What you see is, not what you're tasting. So that's going to have to wrap it up for the Subway edition of Roadside Food Review in the studio. I have all the lights on because I want to be able to, show you the food. So with that being said, keep it strange, y'all. Be kind to each other and have a good rest of your day.